going on? What's going on, y'all? We over here on Northside Plug, Q4 Radio. A little different setup today on this beautiful Thursday night, but we still gonna get this interview popping. Behind the lens, your boy G Money G Note. To the right,
what's up,
Both Dana Man? And we got our special guests. If y'all want to introduce yourselves.
We got ZUES Blue in the building, Blue House recording. We got my boy MEAQ.
What's good, J Glass, MEAQ, what's cracking?
What's going on, man? Appreciate y'all coming out here, man.
Oh.
Sorry we couldn't get the live stream popping.
Hey man, innovate.
But that's the beauty of having the camera, you know, and y'all looking fresh in the 4K, you know.
Oh, cute.
So y'all want to go right into it? What's the story behind the shades?
What's going on, bro? Tell us the story. What's your story?
So I met bro at the mall. We was at a shoe store and shit, man. We just linked up, started making conversation. Yeah, it's been 3 years ago, and it's really when I had just really kind of first moved back to the city, and I was staying out of state, and I was working in studios and trying to get this music shit going. So he told me about his clothing brand and everything. We've been linking with him ever since. Like I say we, but like anybody deals with me and my music. But I just dropped the EP. It's called Shades of Blue. I dropped it in July, and just the whole process of me making the EP, making my first project. It's like an album, but I call it the EP because it's my introduction. It's like 18 tracks of just different vibes that and they're all personal. They have some type of meaning to me, and he was there through the whole process. And put these dope ass hoodies, some merch together and stuff. And it's a collab that we got going on. So y'all can hit the link, meaqtune.com.
Those are popping.
Yeah, man. Basically what he said, been cool for 3 years, and bro, just always been solid. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, we just always. When you don't always get to talk to somebody, so sometimes be weird, you don't know what the energy be like. But when it always feel fresh, when you reconnect, it's like, it just is what it is. Life happens, like we was talking about before all this started. You go through things, but good people continue to come back around. So bro was building out a studio, and I was like, man, trying to see it and what's going on. So he got the Blue House recording studio, and he modeled for me for some of my stuff, and it's just again, organic energy. Just good communication, and I was really excited once he said, I'm gonna do this EP. And I said, well, how can I help? What I know how to do is this. And he was like, man, let's do it. And so this hoodie's the Murder Toy Cinderella Story hoodie. You got that song called Cinderella Story, and it's it just hit for me. You feel me? And it's as you can see, it got the straps, right? Yeah. But then the third one is the Cinderella glass heel. You feel me?
Yeah, I gotta hear it to make sense.
You gotta hear it for it to make sense, but once you hear it, it's okay, it's clicking, and then really vibe, and really getting a lot of good feedback so far.
That's awesome.
So
yeah, man. So you gotta check out the music and check out the merch. Everything is connected. I'm dealing with people who are there artistically and in control of what they want to put out and how they want to represent themselves and what image they want to put out, whether it's a tone or a color or it's a sound, an ad-lib, just dealing with that type of energy is a blessing, man. So a lot went into this, to me. It was a lot of days in the studio. There was a lot of texting, a lot of conversation, a lot of DMs about the song and about the hoodie and then the people, it's just what we hear, you know what I mean? So we got something to present.
It's dope because bro really let me in on his creative process. You feel me? He shoot me rough edits, previous yo, this might be on there, this might do this. We in the studio and just for me, I always appreciate that, bro. We was in here with Pseudo and Pseudo same kind of vibe, but just being a part of somebody else's process is inspiring because it's I ain't got to be here. You don't need my feedback to do what you do. Right. You feel me? But the fact that you allow me in your room, in your space, and just to be a fly on the wall, and sometimes value my opinion and be damn, bro, what you feel like? I say it, but I want you to move up how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gonna do. However, yes, this is what I think. You feel me? And it's just dope to just have that kind of organic energy, bro. So.
Shit, man, creators. I feel like MEAQ Tune's gonna end up designing buttons for the president one day. The next time we get a dope on that,
Trump come back, I'll get some shit for him. We gotta get this nigga fresh.
Huh?
It's that Trump. We gotta get that nigga fresh. bro. He coming. It's over. He's
talking
coming
about
back.
sports and music.
No, my bad. I was just
saying like your artistic
we get in there.
ability. Like, he'll be big. That's a big ass thing. Like a clothing brand design buttons.
Hey,
like but we be talking about shit like that. Like and we turn like dumbass ideas or dumbass like little comments into something physical that we can give people. Whether it's something that you're gonna put in right here or you're gonna throw on. Like I don't know. It's cool. It's definitely a good vibe, and now it's like cool. People might be driving, listening to this through their phone, and you know, like fuck it, turn up, man. Put your seatbelt on.
So Zeus, Shades of Blue, that's your new project, your new EP. Do you want to dive a little deeper into just maybe your creative process and let people get in tune into your mind, and what's the story behind Shades of Blue?
Shades of Blue is it's like me, you know. Shout out to my mom, because my mom, she like solidified the name on the project, and I was like talking to her about it, and I don't really open up about my music with a lot of people, but it's done now, like that project's done, so I don't mind. I feel like I got a very deep sense or like complex way of thinking sometimes that I gotta learn like dumb myself down. And I thought like the best way to do that would be to make music that like was really personal to me in some way, shape, or form, and just have a big ass fucking blob of shit people can just, alright, listen to this. Here's a direction, like this means something, like I'm picking the songs on purpose, and I'm calling this on purpose, and I'm saying this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it like this on purpose. Cause like the shit that I wanna deal with, sometimes you don't know how to deal with, you know what I mean? So you gotta find your vent. 50 Shades of Grey was like this big ass thing, and it kind of fed off that a little bit, and then it, you know, it's like it talks about my relationship with women, like from like physical to non-physical to like just relationships with people and family members, and like my journey making this music, like my pain, my struggle, like the amount of intensity that I put into everything that I create, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's myself or somebody else. I had to make a statement, and I felt like I didn't want to underachieve it, I don't want to overachieve it, I wanted to attack it like with my 100% in control intention of making music, you know what I'm saying? So people can see like, alright, it's flawless to me, so it's just not your preference, or it is, but like I know there's some type of quality in there that sooner or later, like somebody's gonna connect to it because it's organic, like it's real to me. It's honest, you know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
50 Shades of Grey was whatever, people related it to sex and freaky stuff and movies and all that stuff, but like Blue, my name Zeus Blue, like that, it came out of, you know, when people say you feeling blue, like you said, like I've had a pretty rough life, but we've all had that, you know what I'm saying? I've turned depression, anxiety, you know, PTSD into a positive thing, like in my life, or like a force, like a strength, you know what I'm saying? Like what my weakness was because of music, because I'm able to use that and feel that, like that's what gives me my strength now. So like Shades of Blue is like, you gonna see like how light I can be, and you're gonna see how dark I can get. Type shit.
No,
Yeah.
that's fast, bro. Cause I know even when I'm listening to it, like I feel like the good thing about about your music and like artists we all connect to is that evoking of emotion. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Can you put me in this place when I'm listening to this? Can I feel it? And it always got to be the lyrics. It can be, but it's also like this pure emotion of like how you sound and everything going on. And like, you know what I'm saying? I think with like you got a song called Bridal Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's like just kind of like an ode to like, you know what I'm saying, like finding that person who's like your best friend, but also like aspirational in the sense of like you just everything to me, or like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I is similar, like, but it's like almost the same kind of ode, but to Chicago, because it has that like steppers kind of beat to it, and like to see the versatility of going from like I to like Cinderella Story, when it's like gutter as hell, and it's like, oh, these are 3 tracks that kind of talk about a relationship aspect, dealing with a woman in some type of way for, you know, but you almost imagine 3 different people in 3 different scenarios, but it's all coming from one person. And you know what I'm saying, that's to me like how the Shades thing kind of play out, yeah, because it's like I have 3 different variations of the same thing, but they are vastly different, and you wouldn't even know they're the same besides this one context clue of it being maybe a relationship or man, woman, whatever you want to call it, whatever you choose to do. You feel me? Like that kind of thing. So I know for me that's like big, because like my favorite songs I think is Cinderella Story, and Right Way. And Right Way another one, but it's like not like, bro, just like just putting out the emotional part. How can I connect to it? You feel me? Like when I'm in part, when I'm listening, when the people listen to this, how do they feel? You feel me? Like that's all we really trying to do is feel something, and like, can you deliver that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I get personally. I ain't make this shit, but
that's exactly it though, man. Like that was my intent. You know what I'm saying? Like you press play. At that point, it's either you're not gonna. It's not that you're not gonna like it. It might not be your preference of music. It might not be the tempo people like to beat to you. It's not what you want to listen to when you got your coffee in the morning on the way to work. Or maybe it is, but like it's real. You know what I mean? It's all 100%. Like it was under my control. You know what I'm saying? It was something I was able to like mold and shape, and I could make it loud on this part and like purposely pop it through your speakers to wake your ass up and keep you in tune to my EP. Like there's like things in there that I don't know. I have fun with it, bro.
That's
creating
awesome.
something. It was my project. It was my art project. I turned it in on time, and I want my A+ type shit. You know what I mean? Like we all do, but we give that to ourselves. And that was another thing. Like I wanted to celebrate myself. Like. And then working with him on merch, like, did that to me. It was like, man, I created another form of what I love so much. You know what I mean? And 50 Shades, like, the EP, it was, you know, it's not to be accepted or to anything, but just to leave something out to be appreciated in another sense, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to deal with that same girl. I might have been talking about it 3 different songs and or maybe it was 3 different girls, or maybe it was all make believe and shit. Like, you know, but like I meant that shit.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
I think that's what separates some like your average artists, or like people we average, or like some people, random people like we talk to, versus like the people that we have great conversations with. You can feel like the emotions and the feeling behind their music, and I can definitely feel that with how you're telling the story of how you put everything together. Through you were like, I wanted to make this pop right here, and that like really connects with me, because I always appreciate when artists like make the album a true like whole album with like everything is put in a spot for a certain purpose. And I'm excited. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm very excited to listen to it, to hear those parts, because the way you guys describe it makes me appreciate the effort and the energy that you guys put into that.
Yeah. And I gotta remind myself, bro, because it's like, all right, cool. You can look at it like therapy and not give a fuck what people are gonna think, or you could look at it like a product and you can just like, all right, you know, fucking butter up and appetize the fuck out of the listeners if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on how you approach yourself. We're branding ourselves. We live in like a digital age. Everything is digital. Like all right, cool. Things do turn into products and all that shit. But I feel like things that really like do with like stand time is what really has a grounded root. You know what I'm saying? So my intention or my aim was for anything else besides like loving my music and remembering I only get one EP in life, the same way I only get one wake up. Like, alright, cool, I gotta make it count, bro. And like, I had fun doing it. And then I was stressed out for a big part of it too, like, cause I was like, man, am I doing this right? Am I doing too many tracks, too little, this and that? And like some people telling me, and it was like I had to block a lot of that stuff out. But I needed it to come in because it reminded me, it's like, no, nobody's gonna make me feel more comfortable doing my things and myself, like, you know.
That remind me of like on that. Remember that scene? Y'all seen the Space Jam, the new one?
I have not.
You haven't?
Yeah,
Oh, bro. There's a scene in that one.
LeBron.
Right, bro. His son telling his dad like, "Dang, you remember what fun is?" You feel me? And it's like one of the things when you doing something like as an adult, right? You get to doing shit. You like, I'm putting money and effort and energy into this.
Yeah.
I can't just let it not bring something back. But then it's like, damn, can I have fun too? Can I enjoy it? And it's such a hard line, bro, to like ride and try to figure out, can I do both and what's gonna work and what's gonna not? And it's like, you want to do both so bad, bro. And it's like, man, what do you do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just randomly, I just randomly thought about that.
Nah, bro. I feel like we tapping into something a little bit deeper because now we're talking about to like creativity, right? And actually like being an artist and creating something. Being an artist, a lot of people think that it's not just a paintbrush. It's not just an engineer or a singer or a person that comes up with melody or a lyric and all that stuff. Like it's somebody who creates something out of idea and turns it into, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's a sound that you can play back or anything, like you turn it into like a physical substance or something, whether it's a file, and whether it's a t-shirt or a fucking finger sleeve. Now people are wearing socks over their fingers. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're gloves. You feel me?
Yeah,
you feel me? Like,
yeah.
finger sleeves? Like,
Yeah.
no, but you know what I mean? Like,
It creates an emotion, and that's what draws people to the products that we were like talking about. Like, sure, you can create a product, but the emotions that it invokes in people is what brings it to what makes people want to grab that product and have it as their own.
Mm.
And I feel like that, whether that be music, whether that be sweatshirts, whether that be finger sleeves or whatever it is, it's about getting that emotion. Finding that emotion that the creator of that product was trying to invoke, and the best products or the best artists are able to connect those emotions easily, and that's why they succeeded at such a high level.
Right.
shout out to Kanye West. Right? Because he took the love of his mother, and not for like financial gain or anything, but he shifted music again like in honor of his mom. Like stuff like that is what really like penetrates. Like CLB did numbers, whatever, like talking about music and stuff, like staying in that genre, but like you could just tell, bro, you feel shit different when you press play. When you press play with this person or that person or this person or this song or this, like every play to stop moment is different, and it's like, all right, cool, I'm in a position where what I do and what I make is stuff other people can hear, and I'm not gonna waste a second of that shit. And if they think I'm wasting seconds, it was on purpose.
Mm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as engineering and making music, but then that, like dealing with merch and stuff, like you wanted to do this with your own and you feel like you can't because, or not saying that's exactly how you feel, but like there's artists that I want to make this type of song, I want to make this type of music, or this isn't exactly how I'm coming out, this and that, but they go to the studio and they're investing money into themselves, and they're not being themselves behind that microphone. And now that's where you know what I'm saying? You're being steered wrong. So like me dealing with people, that's why I'm so private with my recording studio. That's why I'm so private with like my creativity with people, because it has to count where you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The energy you allow in has to count, and the energy that you dish out, it has to count. You know what I'm saying? So.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It always counts if you like be you. Like your best, like your first thought sometimes is the best one.
I thought somebody ran into the building that motherfucker came
So
on.
shades of blue is this is that. It's like be you. You know what I mean? As crazy as you might be, as dull as you might be, like it don't matter, bro. Like be you, for real.
So what's one interesting fact, or more, if you want to share more, that people may not know about you guys? Individually or as like a partnership?
So, I went to Iraq twice.
You said you were in the army, right?
Yeah.
How long did you serve?
Twice. 7/12 was the day that my tent got hit by mortars and stuff, and like we lost people on my base. And 7/12 was also the day that I was flying out of Kuwait into Iraq again. So like I was supposed to, you know what I mean? Like I was a day late from being in a cot inside my tent where some guy was sleeping opposite of the way I used to sleep, and shrapnel went through both his legs. So if I was there, like the plan was supposed to be, this shit would have went through my chest. So July 12th when my EP dropped, like it was in honor of that, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, you know, I feel like my life was saved that day. So like, again, like, you know, I'm extending my life by leaving some like music that even if I'm not here, like people can hear. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
My shit not gonna be that fucking interesting. My shit feel like shit, so nah, that's a lot, bro. I'm go off your shit, like for off like you know, that type of shit, like being able to tell, like talk to y'all about something like that, means a lot and adds just more context and meaning. Like, bro, I just think I've been on this binge about context, like, and it's like, so I guess something about me, like, I mean more about the brand. Is just I've been really diving into the perceptions, not reality thing. You know, that's like the tagline for everything going on, and it's dope because even the hoodie represents that right now. It's like, you know, we all have our way of thinking and looking at things, you know what I'm saying? And if someone were to just look at a rap artist, a hip hop artist, or something like that, and think a certain way based off your music or what you present there, and then hear like, yeah, I served 2 tours. You feel me? Yeah. Like, you wouldn't think that off somebody wearing guns off their shirt with a heel. You like, what the fuck is going on over there? Like, he's probably a womanizer or something. He probably think this way about women. It's like, not at all. Like, I actually think this way or I feel this way. But too often we allow the context to be delivered for us. You feel me? And like, it ain't always our responsibility to shape the vision of myself for anybody else. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like somebody might hear my Trump comment earlier and think, oh, well, he voted for Trump, he supports Trump, bro. No, you feel me? But I don't necessarily agree with the fuck going on right now. You feel me? And I just think like we gotta stop. The whole thing about perception, not reality, is taking that step back and saying, okay, what am I missing? Where is the context? Is there context? Like, why am I taking this headline or this thing for face value? Why am I not wanting more information? You feel me? And even with this, like, you know what I'm saying, you got to hear the song for the representation to make sense. You feel me? Because all you see is guns, murder toys. If I wear this in any place, some people are going to get offended. You feel me? And maybe that's the point, but it's also to like bring you in and like, well, what's going on? Why? You feel me? I used to work at a gas station.
First thing would pop out.
Right.
It's the smallest print, right?
Bro, I used to work at this gas station called Come and Go, and it's only in like Arkansas, Missouri. It's in other places or whatever. And they got in Chicago, and I had on a hoodie that said Come and Go. You feel me? And this old lady got so fucking mad at me, bro. She was like, that's what's wrong with this generation. You're fucking perverts, da da da. I'm like, it's a gas station, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just quit taking everything for what you believe it is.
Based off emotions.
Off your instant reaction. Though. Not even a real emotion. Your instant reaction because you're triggered. Yeah. But you're triggered off of what your perception and how you feel about things. No other context. You feel me?
Everybody's defensive nowadays. And I think that's like what people don't want to point out. Like, everything starts from insecurity and defensiveness. Like a lot of like hostility, a lot of like just crazy ass situations, or like just even like social injustice to things overseas, like anything. Like I just feel like it really, like, people are defensive for no reason. And I'm super to blame, because that's been one of my biggest flaws with like people that I deal with on a personal level. So imagine like a mass scale, like social type thing, like it's just misunderstandings because everybody's defensive, expecting the worst. You gotta pray for the best. The worst is out there. The worst is out there. There's no doubt about it. But if it hits you, it hits you. If it don't, then don't trip about it. Smile a little bit, my guy, because you don't even know if you're gonna be here tomorrow.
Man, bro. So I guess one thing that was interesting about me, just to kind of bring that back, is what was this? 2014. I was homeless. You feel me? Like for like 6 months. You feel me? And it was somewhat by choice, because I just had my shorties, and like financially I just couldn't do both at the time. You feel me? I had to feed them and not live how I needed to live. You feel me? And here it was 2021, and I got 4 properties. You feel me? And it's like, what's interesting from my perspective right now is seeing conversations around people who make a certain amount of money, who do a certain thing, considering the circumstance of the world. And it's like, you know, I was reading something yesterday. There's some about shorty, who was it, AOC, where like it went to something that was $180,000 or something like that, right?
Met Gala, yeah.
Met Gala, boom. So there's someone like, well, she makes this, and they were saying like, oh, well, let's acting like that's not a lot of money. And I'm like, okay, cool. We have this thing where we like put ourselves in our scenario, right? Let's say I make 6 figures, right? And I'm comparing myself to somebody else who makes 30 grand. Who's comparing that person to someone who makes 30 cents a day? You feel me? Mm-hmm. And who's comparing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can keep going down this line, you feel me? And like, you know, because the phone we tweeting and Facebooking off of is privilege. You feel me? So, you know, I think there's, of course, like a lot of wrong being done in the world. But again, let's take like we're saying this based off what, you feel me? I don't know AOC policies. I'm not defending her. That's not the point. The point is like, again, take a step back. What is the concern here that she went to a Met Gala that cost this much? Because you don't have it, or what is the true concern? But my perspective is like, yo, I've been where you at. Does that mean I have to stay there? You feel me? Like, I got my properties. I tell everybody I meet how to get a property right now. No money down, no credit check. Everybody. Not a single person has tried it. Not a single person. I know for a fact ain't nobody did the process. You feel me? Everybody I told about, I can count. Like, I can look at my text. I just send out mass messages. And like, but then rent go up. Oh, bro, you know what rent is? Bro, you could have had your crib by now. No money down, no credit check.
And that shit is not going up.
Bro, and your mortgage, I mean, you're going to run into stuff, but again, we live in life, you feel me? So, I mean, you know, I guess I'm always like, what we going to do in your situation? If you in a bad situation right now, you know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? You feel me? And we got to stop blaming everybody for, like, what's going on in our life. You feel me? Like, accountability is a motherfucker. Absolutely. You feel me? Like, bro, I don't know.
You gotta go hard for yourself.
Yeah, and realistically, you can go hard as fuck, and that shit might not work out. Mm-hmm. That's the sucky part about being a creator, bro. Yeah. We can sit in here and do this every Thursday, and 10 people listen. One Thursday, 100,000 motherfuckers tune in, and it's popping. You feel me? Like, I can make 1 million of these hoodies and not one get sold. Bro, shit fucking,
I feel like we won, though, because, like, the journey started. Like you know, you got your company, you got your art, your artistic ability to create, like,
I'm glad to be
fashion
able, bro.
And clothes, and you know what I'm saying. You guys got your show, and like you got a way to reach people, and every day it's a couple more, you know, subscribers, and it's a couple more like views on this video. Like, so it's like
y'all could have just said, yo, look, we here, but fuck it, our shit ain't working right. YouTube tweaking. You feel me? We can't do this. I'm like, man, all right, bro. We finna figure this shit out real quick. You feel me? And this might be the shit that pop off.
This content now you could now you're gonna be able to really sit back and play with this content and really put out whatever you want to put out. You know what I'm saying? What it is that you really want to keep, like, not now, instead of boom, we only get this one window in time. No, we pause in time, and we're gonna resume it whenever the fuck
you feel like it, bro.
You know
that's the dope shit about, like, the music shit too. Like, anything, bro. Like, we can do, you know what I'm saying? Like,
love it, bro.
At G-Money, you're an artist, you feel me? Like, I might not, bro, I do this shit all the time. I ain't gonna flex, bro. I remember my cousin, bro, he dope to me. He was sending me music all the time. I halfway play that shit. You feel me? Not even on no fuck him shit, but like, bro, this is not, he played some, I was just randomly listening to some shit in the car. This shit bang, who this? It's this nigga. And I'm listening, I'm like, oh, this shit bang. You feel me? And it's like, it's not on the person to know, to be, like, I work in advertising, bro, and everybody, like, I work with car dealers. I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but they be like, well, I got a lead, right, an email lead or whatever, and they expect the person to come buy a car because I probably sent 20 more leads out, bro. What makes you think I was thinking about you specifically? Yeah, Justin, I gotta get him. I gotta go buy my car from Justin. I don't care, bro. Like, I just think it's like people just gotta, again, we are so, and I don't know if this is an American thing. I don't know if this is, I think it's really a people thing. We just have this sense of entitlement with no accountability. Entitlement, no accountability, bro.
Definitely an American thing.
Definitely.
Bro, it's garbage, dog. Yeah, it is garbage.
Yeah.
You go to Cuba, bro. They don't got nothing, and they nice.
Right.
Nice, so
You really gotta step out of the country and go, you know, if you go to like third world countries and stuff, man, and you come back here, or not even third world countries, just any country in general, your perspective really gonna change, and you're gonna come back here like, damn, you know.
That's why, bro. The
really
one thing I appreciate more than anything else is, like, I've never lived nowhere longer than like 2 or 3 years for the most part. Like, I've moved mostly in Illinois, but I live in like Arkansas and other states and shit like that. But like, moving around has made me adapt. And adaptability is, of course, like the big, Darwin's theory type shit. Like, you gotta adapt. And if you don't know, some people so used to like their incubator of a life that they get outside of that. Like, bro, social media. I mean, all of us go Google the same shit, get 4 different results. How? You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
I
how do we
appreciate
get
that.
on Facebook and we seeing 4 different things about the same thing? You feel me? Like, we live in a society that is also putting us in the incubator and making it harder for us to find new things organically. You feel me? Based off these algorithms or whether. So it's like, it's actually, we thought social media was going to be love, and I feel like it's not what we thought it was going to be, bro. I don't even like